Mahesh Chevalier now, no, he's not got the legs there to get past his opposition right back. He's got Rose streaking in the box. That's a great ball. There's Bashir at the back post. Gets in there, 1-0 Morecambe. Hey, what's happening everyone? Journeyman here and welcome back to the Shrimps. Unfortunately, we start today's episode with a little bit of, I would say, frustrating news. I recorded episodes 8, 9, 10 and 11 away from this one. Obviously, today we marked as episode number 8, but unfortunately, I recorded 4 episodes only for all the audio to be corrupted. Example A. Chevalier lives the air. Now he's seen strike from distance before, but that's not going to trouble a keeper. I don't think I've troubled my 90-year-old grandmother. So yeah, as you can see, that footage essentially from those 4 episodes were completely unusable, which is a little bit disappointing because I had some really good games in there. I had some fantastic moments such as Ethan Morgan getting a goal. So the first part of this episode will be kind of catching you guys up to where we were, and then we'll push on, and then we'll probably get two games in this episode. This episode will be a little bit different to the usual ones, but I wanted to get you guys caught up so you guys know exactly what was happening with the team. So without further ado, let's go check out the results from episode 8 onwards. I believe it was Forest Green. We drew 0-0 in the FA Cup. I think this was the first round. We drew against Exeter 2-2. And then Forest Green beat them 2-0. I can't remember who scored in these games, by the way. I will take a look at the individual players' stats in a little bit. Colchester, this next episode, we drew 1-1. Then Lincoln, we drew 2-2. Bury, we won 2-1. Then we had Cheltenham in the FA Cup second round. Comfortably beat them 3-1. Destroyed Accrington here 3-0, and then beat Yeovil Town most recently 1-0. So in today's episodes, we'll take on Grimsby and then Gillingham, and if we have time to, we'll take on Crewe. So with all those results as they currently stand, as you can see, we're doing pretty well. We're actually 6th place in the table, only 1 point out of the automatic promotion spots behind Newport County. We're actually 4 points behind the leader, believe it or not, and Grimsby Town are winning the league this season so far. So we got a win today. That's going to catch us up to the teams obviously above us, and we'll try and make a push here because right now we've actually got a game in hand over everyone too. So if we win today and win our game in hand, we actually go above Grimsby in the table. That's a great opportunity to enter January top of the table. Alright, so let's go over some of the changes to the squad. There's been additions to the team. We brought players in primarily at centre half, and I'll introduce you to those guys. We brought in Edson Reese, Brazilian centre back. He's only 16 years old, but the guy has a ton of potential. He's a 5-star weak foot, 3-star skill. He's only 16 years old and he's already grown by +3 on the season. 54, I believe his potential has a rating of 92, I think. So this guy could be a really special talent for years to come. Then we have Breno Fernandez. As you can see, he actually made his debut in episode 8, which unfortunately was lost. Very, very physical defender, only 5'11", but he kind of makes up with his overall power. He's very, very strong. 2-star skill, 2-star weak. Doesn't have the same kind of potential as Edson, but a versatile player too. Can play holding midfield and left back. What other players came into this side? I think that was it. I think I just said the 2. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I just said the 2 centre backs. I can't remember if Castro is in there. I think Leonardo Castro was not. He's an attacking midfielder. He's coming to the team kind of as a reserve player. +2 overall changes for the campaign. 4-star skill, 4-star weak, and he actually has influenced the game quite a bit when he comes on. He's definitely an attacking talent. Definitely gets forward. He's physical enough to hold himself in a centre midfield position, despite being primarily an attacking central midfielder. But so far, I'm actually very impressed by the work Leonardo has done in the first team. The biggest news you probably missed, though, and I think the biggest news of the season was the fact that Ethan Morgan, the Ethan Morgan, got a goal. I'm not kidding. I mean, I'll show you the footage. Oh, what a ball that is from Ethan Morgan. Let's see if he's got any legs left. Defender gets back on him though, and he keeps hold of the ball though. Here's Ethan Morgan at the edge of the area. Ethan Morgan gets in there. Can you believe it? Ethan Morgan finally breaks this duck with a pile driver from the edge of the area. Ethan Morgan. I told you this guy's going to be an absolute legend. Maybe took a deflection on the way. Wouldn't matter anyway. See, about to show you. There you go. Ethan Morgan gets a goal. So that itself was the biggest disappointment, missing Ethan Morgan's goal. Alright, so let's go take a quick look at the stats on the season. I would like to show you goal scorer, stuff like that. Now, Harvey Rose has actually pushed more to a centre forward role lately, rather than play on the right wing, because Bashir's moved out to the right wing, and he's done very well. As you can see, he's up to 11 goals now in the season, 8 in League 2. El Bashir definitely, he's improved greatly as well, getting himself in the score sheet a couple of times. And as you can see, he's probably top on assists there with 10. Chevalier is moving to the left wing. Hasn't really adapted to change as well, but he's still putting in some good solid shifts out there, so I expect to see him continue. Marcus Rose has come into the team and basically made the centre of midfield his own since the injury to Richter. Just fantastic performances going forward there. He's a really, really good asset at supporting the frontline strikers. Even Mamiri, he's getting himself a couple of goals, which is kind of strange to see. Also a couple of assists as well. So he's starting to pick up form. I expected this guy to be a lot better than he actually is. Hopefully he'll continue to improve. But overall, things are just going very well for us, and I'm hoping that will continue today up against Grimsby. The problem we have, obviously, this time of year, being December, is the fact that the fixture congestions, and as you can see, the first team are looking a little bit ragged today. But it's such a huge game, I've got to take the gamble and play my first team, and then we'll probably rest them for the next one up against Gillingham. Alright, so here we go, up against obviously Grimsby here at home, top of the table clash. Usual suspects were playing the team today, so Carlson, Yessen, this will be your first look on Fernandez, Reese, and then at right back Davis, Michaels, Cooper and Rose through the midfield, Marcus Rose of course, and then Chevalier the left wing, Harvey Rose through the middle, and then Ibrahim El Bashir will be on the right wing. Alright, foggy day here in December at Morecambe. So obviously this game is huge as far as our promotion hopes go. I didn't really expect to get promoted this year. There's an early chance. Speaking, Marcus Rose getting forward there. But anyway, I didn't even expect to get promoted this year. I just wanted like a solid mid-table finish. But form has just been very, very good and very, very solid. We don't get to see many goals, which is a little bit surprised my FIFA team. Oh, Harvey Rose. I was picking you up before the game. That was a kind of a terrible miss though. But you're able to win it back, so I'll forgive you. My Chevalier now. No, he's got legs there to get past his opposition right back. He's got Rose streaking in the box. That's a great ball. There's Bashir at the back post. Gets in there. 1-0 Morecambe. Great finish there from Ibrahim El Bashir. Good run from Chevalier on the left wing. Both players now playing a bit more of a familiar role, with Harvey Rose playing through the middle. And the two linked there beautifully. Great time one from Ibrahim El Bashir. I did actually see him off the side of the page, but got there, and it was a really good time finish there on the volley despite pressure from the keeper and the defender. Calm, cool, collective finish from Ibrahim El Bashir, and he's starting to live up to the hype that we had for him at the start of the campaign. Missed time tackle there from Dom Davis, so chance now for Grimsby perhaps for the first attack of the game. That's a really good header and a solid save there from Carlson. Carlson made it simple in the end. Obviously the frame, the 6'4" frame of the goalkeeper made it simple, but it was a good position as well. Oh, great bit of football there. That was Ben Yessen now. He's got two Roses in the box, including Harvey Rose, but there's Bashir again, looking for the ball at the far post, but the keeper did well to read it and make the claim. That's a great block there from Marcus Rose. Now here's Harvey Rose streaking through. He's got El Bashir square. Going to lay it across Ibrahim El Bashir, and he's found the back of the net, and it's 2-0. Get in there. Now, that was a terrible ball from Harvey Rose, and Ibrahim El Bashir had to make the most of that. He almost actually missed the opportunity as well as he hit the underside of the bar, but El Bashir gets his second goal of the game. Harvey Rose with the assist. Obviously you have to give credit to Marcus Rose as well, winning the ball back in midfield. I think that actually hit the goalkeeper on on the way through. No, it didn't. It just went straight to Bashir, and that was a really good finish, despite the pressure from the keeper who wiped him out. But 2-0 to the Shrimps. It's all that matters. Oh, Harvey Rose won that back. Here's a chance now for Harvey Rose. Make it 3-0 perhaps. He's going to cut to his left foot. Harvey Rose with the block on the volley, and it's well blocked again there for the Grimsby defender there. But we're causing Grimsby all kind of problems, and they're not looking like a top of the table team right now. Oh, here's Bashir now. He's got a great opportunity to maybe get a hat-trick. First hat-trick perhaps for the Shrimps. Oh, Bashir. Oh, dear, 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 dear. Oh, as Reese giving the ball away, Dom Davis gets it back. It's forward to the Grimsby striker who smashes it way over the bar there. But not great defending. Not a good first impression for Reese and Fernandez there. I swear they're better than that. There's Marcus Rose now in the middle of the park. He's got Harvey Rose. Came short for the ball. Got Chevalier looking for the run on the left, and he finds him. Now Chevalier gets there. El Bashir is going to try and get in the box again, I'm sure. El Bashir, but defended it well to track down this time. Puts it out for a throw in. Now, danger's not quite done yet. There's Bashir, who's got the ball in the box. Marcus Rose wins it, surprisingly. There's Coop. Finds Michaels, finds Rose, looking to turn his man. He does beautifully. Oh, Harvey Rose should have made it 3-0. Good save from the keep. Alright, let's see if we can get maybe one of these new centre-halves a goal. Michael's going to put the ball in, looking for Reese. Oh, and he's kind of taken out there, I think, by his own man. There's Chevalier. And not got time to get the cross off. And at the end of the first half here, 2-0 up. And actually, tell you what, it's been a fantastic performance from the guys today. Should have been more than 2. Should be at least 3 or 4 up. But we'll take it for now. Given the opportunity, it might take some of our key players off in the second half. If we can keep it to 2-0. I'd like to give them a rest, especially with the amount of fixtures that we have to go through here in the late part of December. Oh, decent effort to start the second half there from Grimsby. Putting the pressure on early on the front foot. Hess and Tyler just whipping this ball wide. But it was a good strike, good first time strike from the midfielder. Put in the far post. He gets there and he scores with a beautifully timed header. Not quite sure what Carlson was doing at the back post. Sorry, Dom Davis at the back post. Not sure what Carlson was doing in goal. Came out for the ball. I'm taking another look at this. This is kind of confusing. Not quite sure how this went in. Carlson just let it go over his head. He kind of went walkabouts and really should have made the save at his near post. He's going to be disappointed with that one. Davis did not track the man either. But to be fair to the striker there, he did extremely well to get that ball on target. But it's now 2-1. Grimsby starting to get back in this. Here's El Bashir. Looking for the run of Marcus Rose. Keeper just gets there in time. Unlucky though, El Bashir looking to get his 11th of the season. Chevalier. Oh, he's found Harvey Rose. Surely Harvey Rose. 3-1. There it is. Harvey Rose makes it 3-1 to the Shrimps. Wonderful football there. Chevalier picking the ball up in a little bit of space. Surprisingly tucked in that high up the field. Normally stays wide for it. Came short. Wonderfully weighted through ball. The defense tried to play offside. Gave Harvey Rose all the time in the world to find the back of the net. And it is 3-1. There's Harvey Rose now. He's got Chevalier. Oh, what a ball that is. Beautiful ball. Chevalier is now through on goal. Chance for a goal for himself, and he has 4-1. We're absolutely smashing him, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic piece of football there from the Shrimps. Harvey Rose laying across to Chevalier. So all three big men have got himself a goal today. Chevalier latched onto it, just had legs to go past his last man, and smashed it past the goalkeeper. Never in doubt. 3-1. 4-1 to the Shrimps, I should say. Here's Harvey Rose now. He's streaking forward. This could be an absolute cricket score. He lays it across looking for Chevalier, but the defender does well to clear it. Poor crossing there from Harvey Rose, though. In two minds whether to shoot or to cross. I was looking for El Bashir to get a hat-trick, to be honest with you. Taking a big change here. Ponce and O'Donnell, by the way, have come on for Coop and Rose. Coop and Rose did well today. Cooper didn't see much of him on the ball, but he did a lot of work off it defensively. Alright, so here's Michaels now. Michaels has found Harvey Rose. He's got Ponce there. Ponce, first time on the volley. He's awful finisher. If that flew in there, I think I would have just quit the game because I would have realised it was broke. Ball in the box there. The attacker got between the two centre-halves. And again, not convincing from those two, which is a little bit surprising because in recent weeks they've been basically impenetrable as far as the centre-half partnership goes. So disappointing to see the Grimsby almost make it 4-2. Alright, here's Elbashir. Oh, I can't quite get there, and he's tiring now, so it's going to be difficult for him to drive forward with the same velocity. There's Rose. He's found O'Donnell in the box. Good save from the keeper. It's going to fall perhaps to Elbashir. Nope. It looks like we might have to wait for another day here for one of the Shrimps. They had a hat-trick. We're still waiting for that first one, by the way. And at the 4-1, with only a couple minutes to go in this game, it's looking like a comfortable victory. And what a victory this will turn out to be, too. Especially as we try and push for promotion places. That's a good tackle from Reese. And yep, just a couple minutes now added on. I expect the referee to blow full time. There it is. So winning here 4-1. What a win for the Shrimps. This really is a staple win on the season. It kind of shows how the team are pulling together now. And it's a prime example of how actually we've been playing the last couple of weeks. We haven't had this kind of emphatic result against a team as strong as Grimsby, but it's really good signs. The fact they're winning and winning as well as we are. Now a rare moment there, as you can see, Chevalier getting himself 10 out of 10, 2 assists and a goal. What a day for Adrien Chevalier. Alright, so here we go for the second and final game of the episode. As you remember from the start of the episode, I said I was only going to do 2 games this one, simply because I had to do all the other stuff, filling you guys in and just editing time and making sure this episode goes up as quickly as possible. Naturally, I'm 4 days behind recording now, so I've got to try and speed these episodes up. So unfortunately, there'll be 2 games today, and then the next episode tomorrow, there'll be 3 as per usual. I also wanted to touch base, tell you what's happening with the Youth Academy, potential players coming through in the near future. Hassim El Ghali, by the way, he's not looking like the player I imagine he would be. Potential now of only 84. His overall growth hasn't really improved. I don't expect this kid to last long. He's only 15. We'll keep him in there for now, but I'm not expecting anything from him. Adriano Amaral, 15-year-old, right midfielder, 57 overall. Could definitely be played as an option there, and he's better than Bashandi. Potential there is still to grow a little bit, 88 overall. Kind of high potential right now. Striker Kleber Menendez has gone to 50 overall now, still better than Ethan Morgan. However, potential really isn't showing right now. 85 when he came in the club. I think he was like 89, 90. So it's going down and going down quite rapidly. Alex Conte-Sal, though, this guy is going to be special. I can actually bring him to the first team right now ahead of Dom Davis, but I'm going to keep him in there because of the growth that he's experiencing right now in the Youth Academy. No need to rush him in, but he'll be in the first team before the end of the season. He's just that good. 94 potential overall, 60 at only 16 years old. This kid is going to be a very, very good right back for us. And then last but not least, Diogo Neves, I should say. Another right midfielder, but this guy has probably got more potential than Garvey and Amaral all put together. He's only 54 overall, potential of a 90. Definitely has some nice attributes there, as you can possibly see. Agility's already an 80. That'll grow significantly once he gets into the first team. Now after the Grimsby game, as you can see now, we now sit in 3rd place in the table. Only 1 point behind Grimsby. Obviously we beat last time out, and as you can see, we have a game in hand over Colchester and Grimsby. So win our game in hand today. I'm not sure if it's today or upcoming, but win our game in hand, and we sit at the top of the table, League 2, which is a great surprise to me. I did not expect the team to be playing as well as they are. So we'll try and not think about that, though. Obviously we're a long way off in the end of the season and promotion talk. So we'll take on Gillen today, who currently sit mid-table in the side team. They have 11 draws this season. I expect this to be a very, very tough contest, especially considering that we're going to be without a lot of our first teamers due to fitness concerns. As you can see, I'd say the mass majority of our front line and our midfield, unfortunately, will have to be switched out. So I'm going to do that real quick, and I'll see you once I've decided who's playing today. Alright, so this is how we're going to line up against Gillingham. As you can see, it's a much weakened team compared to the last one, but needs must in this situation. So the back line actually remains the same, again, because I don't have a lot of coverage back there. I'm not going to bring Harris in for this one. I want to see Fernandez and Reese continue to develop their partnership. In midfield, though, Coop goes to the holding midfield role from the centre midfield role. Ponce and O'Donnell come into the team. O'Donnell is a forward-thinking centre midfielder, so he will take the place of Marcus Rose, and then Ponce, he will continue the box-to-box role that Cooper normally operates in. Morgan, of course, will lead the line. Got himself 1 goal this season. Hopefully he can make it 2 today. Mamiri on the left, and then Bashandi on the right. Alright, playing here away from home. I forgot to mention in the last one, a little stat popped up. We actually have the best home record in the league, so that's a very encouraging sign. And I'm happy that we can defend home field. And here's Ethan Morgan, does superbly well there. He's got Mamiri making the run. Mamiri's going to latch onto it here. Here's a great opportunity early on for the Shrimps. Mamiri gets there, puts the ball in, looking for Bashandi. The ball bounces in the box, but we can't get anywhere near it. That's an encouraging start, though, from the boys. As well work from Gillingham, though. Takes on Davis. You don't want to take on Davis. Then again, you might. That's a terrible piece of defending from him, and a wonderful block there from Reese in the post. I'm sure Carlson will be delighted that Reese got a foot in there. Anyway, the ball's whipped in now. I'm not sure who that went off last. I think it goes behind for another corner, yeah, so defended the set piece well there. Alright, ball goes into the middle of the box, and it's well cleared in the end. I think from, I think that was Dominic Davis, not quite sure, but doesn't matter, we got it clear. Gentlemen putting the pressure here on early. Playing some nice stuff too. The ball goes in the box, and Mamiri is going to make the clearance after the block. Chance now for Gillingham. Oh, what a block that is from Jessen, and he's going to get a ball clear. O'Donnell in the end does a job for him, but great block there from Ben Jessen. Sense of danger, getting across and make the challenge. And a great bit of defending there from the Big Dane. Here's Mamiri, got a little bit of a mazy run here. Does very well, Mamiri, to be fair, and he finds Ponce. He's got Bashandi on the outside of him, and he finds him. Now Morgan streaking in the box. Ball goes in, but it's easily deflected. Second shot by the cherry, though, for Bashandi. He stuck with it, to be fair to the lad. Not the most talented player in the world, but he has some heart. Bashandi's offside there, but that's a great ball from Morgan, and promising signs. If we continue through that and the runs a tiny bit better, we're going to get opportunities in it, but great little ball there from Ethan Morgan. Actually, Ethan Morgan can't do many things right, but he can play a great through ball, and that's a prime example. Too bad Bashandi's first touch is absolutely atrocious. Here's Ponce. He's got Davis on the overlap on the right. Going to send Bashandi early here. Now see if Bashandi can get a cross off this time. He can. Mamiri at the far post, looking to volley it, but it's well flicked behind for a corner kick. So just before the end of the first half here, still with 0-0. Neither team really carving each other open. Pretty even so far. Keeper makes the punch on that one. Ponce is there looking to pick up the pieces, but he can't get it. Easily cleared in the end. But that's really been a sign of what's happened here in the first half. Both teams neither really created any kind of noteworthy chances. And here's Ponce now, perhaps looking to change that. Ponce takes a shot on, hasn't scored a goal for us this season, and yeah, it's not likely to continue. He's a pretty atrocious finisher. Ball goes in there. There's Bashandi with a header, flicks it on. Ooh, I say Bashandi did very well though. Actually, not much more you can do with that. Curling outwards. Here's Donald. He's got Jessen on the overlap. Not many to aim at though. Only Ethan Morgan. He's going to lay it square. One more perhaps to O'Donnell. Nope, to Ponce. There's Davis. Oh, Morgan almost found himself in the box, and it's a free kick, I think. Nope, end of the first half. So, end of the first half here, and it's still 0-0, and honestly, neither team deserved to be winning. We'll keep chugging away, though. We're going to maybe get a couple more opportunities, potentially, as Gillinham's legs start to tire. I also have options on the bench. I have, obviously, Chevalier, I have Albasir, I have Harvey Rose. So if I really want to go for it today, I could. But then again, I do want to save the legs perhaps for the next one. We'll see what happens. Anyway, here's O'Donnell early in the second half. Ooh, good strike there from O'Donnell. Good save there from the keeper. And it goes behind for a corner. Alright, so let's even get an early goal here. That would be great, wouldn't it? O'Donnell's going to put this ball in. Keeper didn't come for it, surprisingly. There's Ethan Morgan. No, he's Ponce, I'm sorry, at the edge of the area. Ponce to Cooper. Cooper to O'Donnell again, but it's... the ball's taken off his foot, and it's going to be easily clear from the Gillingham defense. Oh, well worked there, and it's a goal for Gillingham. Not quite sure what happened in the middle of the defense there between Reese and Fernandez, but Fernandez was left pretty isolated. Let's see what happened to Reese here. He kind of got sucked in and went to the ball, and a good first-time strike past Carlson there, but poor positioning and poor anticipation there from Reese. Kind of left his defensive partner on Shit Island. I'm gonna make a change here. I'm gonna bring on Leonardo Castro for O'Donnell. O'Donnell started well in the second half, but he started to tire quickly. He doesn't have the stamina that lasts most games. So Castro comes on, and this will be your first look at Leonardo Castro. As Castro wins the ball back well, found Cooper. Cooper's got the run of Bashandi. You can find him. What a ball that is from Coop. He's got Milken streaking in the box. Oh, but he over his head, and Mamiri put pressure on the back line, and he goes behind for a corner kick. Alright, so I'm going to make a change here. I've got to bring on Bashir here for Bashandi, because Bashandi's been, well, trash. I'm also bringing on Harvey Rose for Morgan, so that completes all 3 changes. And we're going to see out the rest of the game with this current 11. We have 20 minutes to try and get something out of it. Let's start with this corner kick. Alright, so Castro's going to whip this ball in his left peg. Is anyone there? There's Reese with the header off the line. Oh, damn, that was a great opportunity. Reese, wonderful header there from the centre half. He was very unlucky not to have scored there. Good piece of defended on the line too. It was an awkward height to make the clearance, but credit to the defender, he did well. Alright, 77 minutes on the clock here, so 13 minutes to get something out of this game. A draw right now would be very, very satisfying, given our current situation. And we haven't played that well in the second half either, to be honest with you. A moment of weakness at the back, unfortunately, is a difference. Here's Leonardo Castro now, trying to break forward from midfield. Not much space there. The gentleman definitely playing a more defensive system here at the end, as you would expect. Alright, so here's Ponce now looking to try and break them down. He finds a feed to Harvey Rose, who's still tired from the last game, and it showed there. He doesn't have that usual sharpness when he gets the ball to feet. Here's Gillen now trying to make it 2-0 here at the end of the game. Decent strike in the hands of Carlson. So we've got a couple minutes left to go in this game. It's pretty much a last attack kind of situation now. Ball goes forward. Rose can't win it. Can Castro get there? No, he can't. Alright, now here is Mamiri, who gives the ball away cheaply, and that's gonna be it, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's gonna be a defeat here. First defeat since the Forest Green game, I think. But yeah, there you have it. Defeat here. Unfortunate, really, to finish this episode with a defeat, but there you have it. One of those games, unfortunately, you had to play a weaker team, and it showed. And obviously, the players you brought on at the end didn't really make much of an impact. But as you can see, very little action in this game. Hadler made the save from O'Donnell in the start of the second half, and then Hanlon getting a goal in the 55th minute. That's pretty much it. A very, very dull game between the two sides, and a single mistake from Reese was the difference, which is disappointing to say. Alright, so that's going to wrap up the episode there. Hope you guys did enjoy it. I do apologise, by the way, of losing episodes 8, 9, 10, and 11. Obviously, it's a blow for me too. I'm very frustrated. I'll try and get try and save some of the footage from that, because there were some great moments in it that I would like to keep for just records and stuff like that, and future videos. Yeah, there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Hope you guys are still enjoying the series. Thank you, by the way, for all the feedback that you've given me on how you like the series to continue. I will be doing every single game for at least the first season, and then the second season we'll make another decision when we cross that bridge. But so far, as you can see, that loss, by the way, did drop us down back to 5th place in the table, where we started pretty much the start of the episode. But lucky enough, we still have that game in hand, so we still have the opportunity to make a push here into the automatic spots. Obviously, at the end of the season, I would love to be in the playoffs, or at least get promoted. We'll have to see what happens, though. Again, my goal was to finish mid-table, so far we're exceeding all expectations on that one. But thanks so much for watching the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next part. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.